Hello beauties, welcome back. So today we are going to be reviewing the Kandee Johnson times Too Faced collab, the I Want Kandee limited edition collaboration. Here I have the eyeshadow palette, I have the Too Faced I Want Kandee Banana Pudding setting powder, and then I also have the Kandee liner, and then two of her melted matte lip colors. So we're gonna just jump in and go ahead and get started. I do have on foundation. I've also contoured a little, but I haven't set my foundation or anything. The only powder I do have on is some contouring powder, and I have on some eye primer. And also, if you can tell, I can tell in the viewfinder, and hopefully y'all can tell too, that this eye right here does have on concealer, and I have the Maybelline Master Conceal under this eye and then nothing under this eye, because I kind of wanted to see how the banana pudding brightening face powder, you know, sets without any concealer and with concealer, because this is supposed to, on the back it says it's supposed to be blurring, finished with a translucent banana scented budding. I can't read or speak or enunciate today. It's supposed to finish with a translucent banana scented pudding powder that locks, sets, and brightens to help hide all your beautiful imperfections. So we're going to see how it does that without concealer and with concealer. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out. And also for foundation today, I have been in love with the Degree 7, which is a UK brand and considered drugstore. It's a little more high-end drugstore, so it's a little bit pricier, but I bought this at Target, and it's a beautifully matte foundation, and I am in love with it, and it lasts forever. So the banana pudding comes in a box like this. This is what the packaging looks like. And we're gonna open it up. And it looks like that, very compact. It has a beautiful mirror, which you guys can see there. It doesn't feel heavy, which I kind of like, so it'll be awesome to throw in your purse. And it doesn't feel heavy, but it doesn't feel cheap either. It doesn't feel like it's not sturdy. So I'm going to show you all on the camera. If you can kind of see, it has specks of pink, purple, and green to kind of help with that blurring effect, and it also has specks of yellow too with that blurring effect and kind of brightening up that under eye. So I'm going to go ahead and grab one of my favorite brightening powder brushes from Morphe, the M438, and I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to do the side without concealer first. I feel like there's too much light on me. Okay, so I definitely say it works great even without concealer. I feel like it's a very natural, subtle brightenness underneath my eye right here. Sorry, I'm not looking like directly into the camera. I have my mirror right here and I'm looking, and I actually really like it. I am coming over a cold, so my scent and sniffer isn't the best that it could be, but it smells good. I get a little hint of banana, but nothing strong or insanely intense. So if you're sensitive to smell, I feel like this is something that would be fine with you. Now let's go ahead and do it over the concealer. Okay, so I don't know if we can tell on camera, but I actually really like this powder. I think it looks great without concealer, but I think putting on actual concealer before you place this powder over it and just kind of use this as a setting powder for your concealer just gives it like that extra bolt of brightness. I don't know if we can tell all that much but on there, but it's a little more, I guess, I don't want to say blotchy because it's not that it's blotchy, but I feel like more pink and more of my redness kind of shines through than when I, you know, black it with the concealer and then use this as more of a setting powder. So I think I'll be using this more of a setting powder if I'm running late and quick on the go and need something to brighten up my face. I'll just throw this on without anything underneath it.
I'm going to finish up by doing my chin a little, and then I like to go in almost like a rainbow or windshield wiper motion on my forehead right here, and then right down the nose.
Now I didn't buy the highlighting stick just because like I don't really care for it. No offense to Kandee, I know you work so hard on it, but I just didn't think that I would use it as much. I'm obsessed with this right now as kind of like almost as like a primer to my highlighter. So I'll put it right here and then I'll put on my powdered highlighter. That's just me. The formula looked beautiful. I swatched it on my hand. I probably should have videotaped me swatching it on my hand at Ulta, but nothing against Kandee or that product. I just didn't think that I would be using it, so I didn't spend my money on it because I did spend my own money on these things. So anyway, so that was the I Want Kandee banana pudding. I will put how much it retails for somewhere here. But I believe it was kind of pricey, but it's something that I can see myself using a lot. So I think it was fine for the money that I spent a good chunk of change on all of this. Too Faced is kind of pricey to me, but I do like this, and this is something I will be using more. So next we have what I believe most people are probably most excited about, the Too Faced I Want Kandee Limited Edition eyeshadow palette. Now, I did do a review on the Natural Love palette, and I'll be completely honest, I do not reach for it at all. And when I was going to make this video, I didn't even think I was going to purchase this because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to use this palette at all. But after going to the store, and luckily they still had it in store, and swatching the colors and really getting a feel for them, I think this is a palette I would reach for more. But the Natural Love palette I unfortunately have used like 3 times since I've made that video. Like, stop. This is actually really cute. It is shaped like a candy bar, which I'm sure everyone has seen on everybody else's videos. But what I love the most is this seal right here. Eyeshadow kits eyeshadow palettes never have like a seal, so I think this is so cute and just kind of adds to the nostalgic fact that this is supposed to be based off of, like, you know, an old school candy shop candy bar. But I can't open it. And it says 2017 right there. I don't know. It says 2017.
Oh my god, I think it's so cute, and that is the candy, and I cannot get through it, so I'm going to need to find my little scissors. Oh, that kind of broke my heart doing that, because it's just so cute, I don't even want to open it. It's just cute. It's just so cute.
One thing I will say that I don't like is I feel like you could have put a mirror here. That also would have added to the price of the packaging, but if you get the banana pudding, then you already have your mirror, so you're good. And let's focus. And then again, that we've seen on everybody else's tutorials or reviews, it is this clear foggy tissue paper type I Want Kandee protector, and I like things like this because then it doesn't get the rest of the packaging all dirty, but that's just me. So we've seen swatches from Kandee's video, so I might insert some photos of the swatches on my arm, but for right now I'm just gonna go ahead and mess around with these and throw on a look. And I'm gonna keep it very neutral for the first one, and I already have a brown berry smoky eye in mind that I would love to do with some of these colors. That's like the first thing that popped into mind when I swatched, because I will tell you right now what colors I swatched. First thing that convinced me that I should own this palette, I did the raspberry cocoa, and I did cream puff, hot chocolate, and then I think I did this one right here, sweet toffee. So let's go ahead and jump in. I already have on eyeshadow primer. So whenever I do an eye look, I always love to start with the base, and I'm going to be using banana cream right here with my E15 brush from Morphe. And again, with the scent for this one, I don't know if you just saw me like nose dive into this, but it's not that strong. But it's a nice, it's like a good scent. It's just not strong. It smells good, don't get me wrong, but like if you're sensitive to smell, you'll be fine with this. So far, texture is super creamy. It slides right onto my eyeshadow. My eyes, no problem. Banana cream pie is a perfect starting color. I use, what do I use for Makeup Geek all the time? What the heck is that color's called? I use it, oh, Sand Dollar by Makeup Geek is always like what I use as a base. Like I always just go in before I do any look with one straight eyeshadow color, and I always use Sand Dollar by Makeup Geek Cosmetics. And I think I might not be doing that anymore. Sorry. But this banana cream pie, I'm digging it. I like it. I'm going to be using the Sigma Tapered Blending E40 brush, and I am going to go in with Cream Puff first, which I think might be a little too light for me. So if it is too light, I'm just going to go in with Pastry. So let's just go ahead and do that in windshield wiper motion on my crease.
That is actually a beautiful color. And it comes off a little darker than what I thought it was going to look like.
I got a new microphone, so hopefully we're not hearing a whole lot of my camera autofocusing and whatnot. Okay, so as you just witnessed, blendability is perfect, super creamy, just a lot more impressed with the formula of these shadows than in the Natural Love. And I know that kind of sounds weird because it's both by Too Faced, but I just feel like these are a lot creamier than the Natural Love palette was. I'm going to go in with my Morphe M408 brush.
This is a beautiful pale cream shade, and I'm loving it. I really wish my Sigma brush wasn't dirty because it would have came off so much nicer on that. And I just feel like this makeup brush, like I love Morphe, but I feel like this makeup brush in particular is really rough on my eyes. But it's great for cut crease because I don't know if you can see how precisely it gets onto my lids.
I'm in love with this raspberry cocoa right here. So I am going to put that into the outer corner and then blend it out with a little bit of the top berry. And then again, I've had this brush for forever, but it is my go-to outer corner blending brush, and it's by Sephora, and it's just like a pencil brush, but it's awesome. My favorite shade in the whole palette. Alright, and now I'm going to just blend that out. I'm just going to close my eyes for a second so you all can just enjoy and appreciate this rosy, grapey, mauvey pigment that is coming off of this raspberry color. And I honestly actually really genuinely love it so much for a very like natural but subtle with a little bit of hint of color look that I'm going to leave it because I like it that much. Yeah, I'm going to leave it. I was planning on doing maybe hot chocolate or top berry right out in the corner to kind of make it a little more smoky, but I love it so much. It is so simple and so pretty with a hint of like a raspberry, literally raspberry cocoa color, that I am just gonna leave it be. I'm highlighting my brow bone, and I'm going to try this shade right here, Whipped Cream. Oh my gosh. Okay, so very pigmented, went a little overboard, but that's okay. We're just gonna go and move that color up the crease a little. I also love how Kandee added in these 3 different shades of like a white base color with different formulas, how she said, but I also love how she incorporated this black right here. That is going to be so handy for so many different reasons. I'm going to take Top Berry right here with my Morphe M559 brush. Y'all, I am like overly satisfied with this look. Like, I think this is going to be my new go-to work palette just because I love the shades and it's nothing crazy, but there's still hints of beautiful colors in this. I hope I fall in love with the eyeliner as much as I've fallen in love with this, because I was iffy about this, but I'm really iffy about the eyeliner as well. So let's go ahead and get that out and do that next. And she's just so beautiful. Look at how beautiful she is. She's literally beautiful. She is a hot mama. Hot, hot mama. She is one of the first YouTubers that I started watching that got me into, really, I guess I was kind of always into makeup, but really just really got me into makeup. So this is the Too Faced Candy Liner. And it looks like this. Looks like this little bad boy right here is the applicator. So I'm really interested to see how this goes. So here goes nothing. Messed up already. But that was my fault. That was not the applicator's fault. I would say it's definitely easier to do the wing with this type of applicator, but it's a little harder to follow the line over your eye. But I love the pigmentation and I love the color of this. So in this, I'm going to start by doing the wing first. And now I'm going to actually finish this off with my regular liner, which is my NYX liner. I don't know, what do you guys think? I don't think they're that bad, but I think I like it more for doing the wing than going over the eye, because I had some issues at first lining the eye, but I mean, it's not bad. It's probably just gonna have to take some practice, that's all. So I'll keep practicing and we'll talk about it in our next video and we'll see. But the wing comes off really nice, and I am not a pro at my wing at all, so I actually really like it for the whole wing aspect of it. It makes doing a wing so much easier. Okay, I'm going to be completely honest. I know this isn't like full be glam. I don't have on fake eyelashes, whatever, but I am feeling myself.
Feeling myself right now with this.
So I went ahead and threw on some mascara, and then I also threw on some blush and some highlighter. And for highlighter, I used this little guy right here, whipped cream, and I am feeling frosty. I am. Let's just look at that. I love it. So yes, eyeshadow and a highlighter and this little guy. Okay, so now let's move on to lip swatches before my camera dies. This is what the packaging looks like. I have Freshly Baked and Sweet and Sour, and I was gonna buy the fuchsia color, but I also just ordered a fuchsia color from, I wanna say MAC or Smashbox. So I didn't want to overdo it with the fuchsia, because this fall I am bringing in the bad, the bold, and the beautiful lip color, so stay tuned for that. But so this one reminds me of the 2016 Too Faced holiday packaging, just with the color and the stripes that they decided. And then they also look like this, which I'm not going to go into it a whole bunch because obviously y'all have already watched everybody else's videos. So this is what it looks like. And I'm going to go ahead and start with swatches because I also picked up while I was at Ulta some lip pencils that I thought would go with these, and I picked up the NYX ones. And I think NYX is a very hit or miss brand, but one thing that I know I can always count on for them is I think they have an awesome shade range in lip liners, and I just think their lip liners are literally the equivalent to MAC, and they're $4. So I picked up 2 shades in the shade Tea and Cookies and Soft Spoken. The only thing I wish is that you could swatch these at the store, but I don't believe you can because I didn't see any testers, so I wasn't going to open one up and swatch it, and then if I didn't like it, not buy it, so I just bought it anyway. Soft Spoken and Tea and Cookies. And then I also picked one up from Rimmel, which I've actually never used a Rimmel liner before, I don't think. But this is in the shade 104, Call Me Crazy, and I looked in all the different brands, and there was one by NYX that it was like On Fire or Fire on Me or something like that. It's probably not the name. In the suede matte lip liners, but they were all out. So I started high and low through all the different brands, and the Rimmel one was the closest I could get to. Watch that for you. Yes, I obviously had to get this color because this is like a rosy mauve, and well, who's not going to wear a shade like that? And these smell delicious. This one smells just warm and cozy to me. And then this is the Sweet and Sour, which literally, okay, we're good. Like I almost did it again, and that time I actually got me, so that's good. Okay, Alyssa, you're this one actually looks like a regular sweet and sour chicken sauce, if y'all know what I'm talking about. So, and I just love that. And like I said, bringing on the bold, the bad, and the beautiful lip colors this fall. And so I thought that would be perfect. So I'm going to start with Freshly Baked just because reds are kind of a pain in the ass. But I'm also going to go ahead and swatch so that y'all can see. Okay, this Rimmel seems like a damn near perfect match to me. Oop, that one's a little too pink. So the NYX Suede Matte Liner in Tea and Cookies is going to be a little too pinky. All right, and then this one's also going to be too dark. So Soft Spoken's here, and then the high tea is over here. Or what's it called? Tea and Cookies, not high tea. Natural is this one, and mauve is the one that looks slightly darker. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do mauve and maybe go over it with that Tea and Cookies. Okay, so now that I have my lips lined, yes, this is a great color, and it totally matches the look that I've done. And I hate that I'm about to rip it right off my lips, but before it really sets and really gets a pain in the ass to get off, because these Too Faced Melted Matte lipsticks stay forever, I'm going to go ahead and put on Sweet and Sour. So, like I said, the bad, the bold, and the beautiful lips coming to you 2K17 fall. This is vibrant, and I am loving every dang second of it. Yeah, I'm going to be keeping this on all day, and I'm going to be parading my painted face around town because I love it. Love that whipped cream in the powder, the eyeshadow palette is awesome as a highlighter as well. I mean, like frosty. I am feeling frosty. Love the lipsticks. Same formula, so I mean you can't go wrong with any of her shades, but these are just the two that I thought that I'd be using like the most. Like I said, I spent my own money on this, so I chose carefully what I purchased, and I also found pretty good lip liner dupes, especially for this one. This Rimmel one is, I believe, $6 or $7, and it is in the shade 104 Call Me Crazy, and it is a perfect match for this lip color. I love it. This is probably going to be one of my favorite Bold and Beautiful lip shades of fall. My camera is about to die, so before you leave, don't forget to hit subscribe down below. Hit that subscribe button if y'all want to go see some more videos. I know it's been a while, but I'm getting better at keeping up tabs with this YouTube video, but life happens, and I'm not a professional YouTuber. I don't do this to make money. I do it because it's fun, honestly. And editing videos is actually probably one of my favorite parts, to be completely honest. I think it's fun. But anyway, I'm taking a poll. If you stay to the end, thanks, and give this video a thumbs up. But I'm wanting to change this. I feel like now that I have a new hair, new me, who dis type of vibe, I just feel like I blend in too much with this background. So post comments down below on what color you think I should change my background to, if I should go glitter, if I should go a matte pink or glitter pink or whatever. Leave your comments, thoughts, opinions, options, anything, dreams, hopes, aspirations down below, and I'll be reading them and looking forward to hearing from y'all. Bye, thanks for watching. Subscribe. Oh my gosh. Bye.